Thanks for tuning into your station, the Africa Independent Television, and welcome to your program, Security Watch Africa. On this program, every week we bring that information you need to keep your life safe and secured. Today, it's indeed another exciting edition of the program. Like you can see, we are in a location, the Christian Universal Church Incorporated. I will give you more detail about this when we go inside and you see for yourself what this issue, why we are using this place today. It's sad, but I thank God particularly that the plans of those who did what they did not materialize because of the community support and God's involvement and the security agency's intervention. But first, let me pass this information to my friends, officers and men of the Nigerian police force that have been agitated about, concerning the delays in their November salaries. We have good news, cheering news, that salaries are beginning to be paid already. So don't worry. Some people are trying to use that incident to create disaffection within the police force. But from information we just gathered is that the problem from the federal government have been resolved and salaries are already being paid to policemen and officers. It's a cheering news. Particularly, I'm happy. Yes, but still talking about the issue of security, for over 11 years, the Nigerian Army have been fighting insurgency. But since 2015 today, the Nigerian Army, under the command leadership of Lieutenant General Tukur Yusuf Buratai, have worked assiduously to ensure that the fight against insurgency is taken care of once and for all. And that's attracted the commendation from Mr. President Muhammadu Buhari. And so Shuli Daniels put together a report which we'll bring to you right now.
The Nigerian President Muhammadu Buhari, has commended the Nigerian Army under the command leadership of Lieutenant General Tukur Buratai for fighting against insecurity and providing assistance to civil authorities in spite of the challenges that came with the year 2020. From coronavirus pandemic COVID-19 to the hashtag EndSARS protest in Nigeria. President Buhari, who spoke virtually while declaring open the Chief of Army Staff Annual Conference 2020, lauded the Nigerian Armed Forces for their effort at swiftly restoring law and order in various states during the large-scale criminality that ensued in the week of the hashtag EndSARS protest.
I commend the armed forces for their efforts to swiftly restore law and order in various states during the large-scale criminality that ensued in the wake of the EndSARS protests.
He also praised their effort in the peaceful election conducted in Edo and Ondo states, their professionalism and unwavering commitment towards curtailing the activities of insurgents, armed bandits, kidnappers, cattle rustlers, and other violent criminals through the ongoing exercises and operations in different parts of the country. In particular, the exercise Sahel Sanity, launched a few months ago.
The peaceful elections conducted in Edo and Ondo states would not have been achieved without the high level of professionalism displayed by all security agencies, including the Army. Let me also use this opportunity to commend the Army for its unwavering commitment towards curtailing the activities of insurgents, armed bandits, kidnappers, cattle rustlers, and other violent criminals through ongoing exercises and operations in different parts of the country. Notably, the exercise Sahel Sanity, launched a few months back in the northwest states to rid the Katsina-Zamfara corridor of marauding bandits. I am happy to note that the commendable progress has been made towards attaining the objectives of the exercise.
The President congratulated the Nigerian Army for the completion of the magnificent edifice housing the Nigerian Army Cyber Warfare Command with its state-of-the-art Cyber Operations Center, adding that this shows that the Army is alive to the changing nature of warfare.
Let me now congratulate the Army for holding this conference at this magnificent edifice housed in the Army's Cyber Warfare Command, with its state-of-the-art Cyber Warfare Operations Center. This shows that the Army is alive to the changing nature of warfare, which is gradually moving into the cyber domain.
The Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Tukur Buratai, pledged that the Nigerian Army will continue to do its part in ensuring that Nigeria is safe.
I once again humbly express the Nigerian Army's profound gratitude to Mr. President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria for his invaluable support to the Nigerian Army. On behalf of officers and soldiers of the Nigerian Army, I once more want to humbly reassure Mr. President of our unalloyed loyalty and pledge our total commitment to the defense of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
With this commendation from the President and Commander-in-Chief, it is expected that the Nigerian Army will continue to provide security in Nigeria at this period when there are mounting challenges on internal security, as this will help to boost the confidence reposed on them by the Nigerian President. Shuli Daniels, Security Watch Africa, Abuja.
Welcome back. Yeah, like you can see, I'm inside the auditorium of the church itself that was attacked. Some people who later confessed to be members of the IPOB, the proscribed IPOB, the terrorist group, labeled terrorist group IPOB, wanted to cause so much mayhem in this church, this house of God. But like you can see, the roofs were damaged, properties were actually destroyed. But the joy is that lives were not lost, and that is the joy, and we must thank God for that. But they wanted to make an impact, to create an impression. Sit back as we bring you what the Commissioner of Police, Rivers State, CP Joseph Moka, had to say concerning this incident.
Of recent, on the 29th of November specifically, around 1:30 a.m., I received a distress call that the Universal Church has been bombed. We immediately swung into action. I sent and mobilized my men and the bomb squad, and we moved to the scene. And with the help of the vigilante, we were able to arrest 3 suspects. There were 6, but the other 3 escaped. This is to show you that synergy in the spirit of community policing is paying off very well here. We take him in that morning, we take them in, we interrogated them. Free will confession was given by them. No duress, no torture. And they confessed that they are members of the disbanded IPOB, of which we all know that IPOB has been labeled as a terrorist group by the federal government. They say that they are all over Rivers State, not the Oyibo that we thought was the only place, but during interrogation, it was revealed that in every nook and crannies of Rivers State, they are there. Like these very ones, they are in the Transamadi Industrial Zone, but for the purpose of this operation of bombing that church, some of their members joined them from Abia State and Anambra State. There were 6. The ones that escaped, 2 of them are from Abia State. So it is clear that we are not dealing with only other criminal elements, but terrorists are in our midst. And we're assuring Rivers State that the essence of partnering with us is giving dividends, and we'll continue to work together with them. We have cause to trust them, and they have cause to trust us.
Welcome back. As you can see, look at the impact of what these people tried. I have imagined if people were here conducting normal services. You can imagine what would have been the situation. Again, we must also commend the security agencies, the Nigerian police, and the vigilante people around who rallied around to ensure that these boys who committed this heinous crime did not escape. 3 of them were arrested, like you heard from the Commissioner of Police, and they will face the law of the land. Yes, still in Rivers State, during the week, an unfortunate incident happened where a police inspector shot and killed a tricycle rider. But the joy again is that the police in Rivers State is not sitting back and covering it up. Action is already being taken. The Commissioner of Police is telling us what this command is doing about it. And if we have leaders take actions immediately when situations like this happen, then I think the public will have confidence and trust in the security agencies. Sit back and hear what the CP Joseph Moka has to say concerning this incident again.
Yesterday, at about 0600 hours, we received a call that one of our men, an inspector of police, shot a KK driver. So we mobilized to the scene, and we discovered that that inspector was on a legal duty because he's already closed from night duty, and instead of him to go and submit his rifle and go home, he decided to be doing illegal work of checking Keke Napep and other commercial vehicles, him alone. So when he accosted that Keke man, the man told him that it's too early, you don't have anything to give him. That's the truth. It's one of the bad types we have in the police. He demonstrated that by firing that innocent tricycle rider. We've taken him into custody. He was tried this morning and dismissed. We took him to court this morning, but unfortunately, the courts did not sit. So by Monday, he will be charged for the offense of murder because he was not justified to use his firearms when the incident happened. The rules guiding police use of firearm is very clear. And if you operate outside that rules guiding use of firearms, you will be charged accordingly. So that's what happened. I was together with the father of the deceased. He was in this office, and we discussed at length. We condole him and show our sympathy for the incident. But we assured him that we're going to give him justice. His son cannot die in vain because the circumstances surrounding the death of his son is not justifiable. We send policemen out there to control and protect lives and property, not to go and kill innocent citizens they are detailed to protect. So talking with them, we'll get involved in the burial arrangement of the young man. It's a very sad story, but that inspector must bear the consequences of his act.
We are still reporting to you from the auditorium of Christian Universal Church because this actually is something that needs to be taken care of seriously. Some of the statements by these boys who committed this crime is that they have their members spread across these states and Rivers State and so many other states. So we're calling on all law enforcement agencies, the intelligence group and all to ensure that these evildoers are not allowed to commit this their crime. Still reporting for you what is happening. Yes, you know that leadership is very, very important. Like we say, if you lead well, the followers will do what is right. Security Watch Africa was at the office of the Interpol Nigeria National Central Bureau, where the CP Garba Baba Omar is holding forth. And what we met there was quite encouraging. And so we did a report by Shekina Chinkere about issues, how leadership helps to ensure that followers carry out their work diligently. Sit back as we bring you this report.
Anyone can sit in the office and delegate tasks to subordinates, but there is more to effective leadership than that. Exceptional leaders have major impact on not only the team members they manage, but also their organization as a whole. People who work under great leaders tend to be happier, productive, and more connected to their works, and these have rippled effects on their outputs. This style of leadership has led to various achievements by the International Criminal Police Organization, Interpol Nigeria, under the leadership of the Commissioner of Police and Head, Interpol Nigeria National Central Bureau, CP Garba Umar. Recently, Security Watch Africa visited Interpol Nigeria NCB office in Abuja and met CP Umar in what could be termed family meeting with his officers and men.
As part of the law enforcement officers of the Nigerian police attached to Interpol, you are expected to exhibit high sense of discipline, dedication to duty by way of collecting or collection of intelligence, monitoring the activities of criminals, particularly the cyber criminals. We are quite aware of the successes we have recorded. And this is a very good performance by the men of the Interpol Nigeria. I'm so happy with the way and manner the officers are undertaking their activities. And that is why, in line with the vision of the Inspector General of Police, IGP Mohammed Adamu Abubakar, MPM MNI, he decided that he will elevate some of you, and he did elevated some of you. And those of you that are elevated will be decorated today. Congratulations. This is one of the ways in which we encourage our officers to do well, to perform well. At the end of it, we all rejoice. And I'm also happy to say that the Interpol Nigeria has not been known for any corrupt malpractices. Another round of applause. You are professional. You carried out your job diligently, and you have made the Nigerian police proud.
As a way of motivating the personnel, those who were recently promoted were decorated in a joyous atmosphere. A former National Youth Service Corps member, Stephen Adabutu, who served with the Interpol Nigeria NCB, was presented with a certificate for his outstanding contributions to the NCB.
We present this certificate of appreciation to you, Adabutu Obegba Stephen. Congratulations. So, on behalf of the cybercrime where you served, we wish to give you this token of pocket money to enable you to travel to your hometown and take care of your little expenses on your way home as a sign of appreciation from the family.
Leadership that motivates followership and subordinates for efficient service delivery is essential in Nigeria for the country to have the much desired security of lives and properties of its citizens, which will in turn bring development. Shekina Chinkiri, Security Watch Africa, Abuja.
As you can see, the impact. From information, this was the spot where the bomb were thrown into the building, and you can see the strong impact, and he actually shook the building itself. It's sad, but we thank God again that no life was lost and not so much damage, because some people were here in the church overnight, but thank God that they didn't. No life was lost. Yes, still on your program, Security Watch Africa, you know, like we said, Mbamont, a lot of people say a lot of things happen, but we decided to find out that there must be something that citizens need to do to keep their lives safe and secured. So there's this report we have put together by Peggy Agbe to show how we can be able to protect ourselves, and hear again from Nigerian citizens what they feel should be done at this Ember Month concerning security. Sit back as we bring you the report.
The last 4 months of every year, that is September, October, November, and December, is generally known as Ember Months in Nigeria. This season, which heralds the Christmas and New Year celebrations, usually witness increased insecurity, many heinous crimes, and road accidents. Some people believe that these atrocities have spiritual undertone. At this period of the year in Nigeria, the police re-strategizes and fine-tunes their operations to enhance security in the country. To find out what the current situation is with the Ember Month security in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, Security Watch Africa had a chat with the Commissioner of Police, FCT Command, CP Bala Chiroma. The Commissioner of Police spoke on what is being done.
Well, the security situation within the FCT, I would say, is relatively stable. We've done a lot of proactive policing to ensure that this crime wave within the FCT remains stable throughout the Ember Months.
CP Chiroma gave tips on how citizens can survive this season without being attacked by criminals.
People don't really assess the kind of vehicles they enter, maybe out of desperation, wanting to move from one location to another. We expect that you just don't go to anywhere and board a vehicle, and you also are very careful as to the kind of persons that you notice in a vehicle that you see all males. I say just one chance. You don't know from where they're picked. Please don't get into that vehicle. Right? Because you don't know the composition of the people there. Maybe these hoodlums that have aggregated themselves are looking for a fall guy. Please don't board a vehicle anywhere. Board a vehicle where you can be able to get back to. What I mean, should anything happen, you'll be able to get back to that location, and it will be easy for us to trace. You also take your time when boarding a vehicle, try to get the details of the vehicle. Vehicles without registration numbers, please don't board. We try as much as possible to identify such vehicles and pick them out, or registered vehicles, vehicles not registered for purpose within which they are being used, because we notice that most likely they are the vehicles that are being used to perpetrate such kind of crimes. Generally, security is everyone's business, and that is what the paradigm shift in policing world over tends to address. Community policing, involvement of people in their security within their communities. If you consider the number of policemen we have, it's grossly inadequate. And therefore, if information is not given to them, they wouldn't be able to know what is happening in different areas within areas of their responsibility. we need the cooperation of members of the public to also be at alert, pass information to us so that we'll be able to enhance the quality of security within around them.
That citizens have roles to play in their security cannot be overemphasized. But are the citizens aware of these roles? We were on the streets to find out from them.
Security is a business of everybody. The most important thing is for us to develop sensitivity, concern for our neighborhood. Like most people lived close to each other. They don't know, you don't know where I come from, I don't know where you come from. We just, in the morning, we meet and agree, everybody find their way. So let's develop that personal relationship within where we live, within our community. Let's have our contact. You have somebody's number that even at the middle of the night, you can call the person if you are challenged in any way. You should be able to know the phone number of your community head. You should be able to know the phone number of the DPO or any of the security officers within your immediate community, so that at every given point in time, you can always reach them with your phone, and make sure that your phone is fully charged, especially at night.
The only tips individuals should put in place through this Ember Month is to ensure that we alert ourselves when we sense danger. But as per security agencies, to me, they are doing nothing because the government is not helping the situation. So the security is in the hands of individuals. Government is not doing anything to help the present situation in the country.
I want to tell my people, Nigerians, if it is not compulsory for you to travel home, I think it's better to stay where you are. Because we all know what is happening, especially if you are going to travel by road. There's kidnapping, the armed robbery everywhere. So if it is not compulsory for you to travel this Ember Month, I would say it's better for you to stay.
As we celebrate this Yuletide season, it is advised that we must be security conscious and be on the lookout for unusual movement and activities and report to the law enforcement officers. And like it is said, if you see something, say something. Peggy Agbe, Security Watch Africa, Abuja.
Welcome back from that report. Really, we need to develop security consciousness at all times so that we'll cross into the new year safe and secured. The security we provide for ourselves is the one that we can be so sure of. We do not need to wait for the law enforcement agencies to protect us. We need to make sure that we do not do things that will expose us to danger. Welcome. Sadly, we must go for other programs to continue. But like you can see, the damages done in this church, we are bringing it to you so that the government will be able to take action and ensure that something like this do not happen again. Because imagine the lives that would have been lost if people were here. But like we were told, some people were sleeping, up here. But thank God, it's just the impact of the noise and things that fell on them, but no damages, no injury to their lives. Thank you for staying tuned with us. And join us again next week when we'll bring you another exciting edition of your program, Security Watch Africa. Until next week, bye for now and remain blessed.